Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Miss Huda and I teach Java programming. In this video I'm going to talk to you about inheritance. Inheritance is when two classes have a parent-child relationship. When you can say that a child class is kind of a parent class, this enables you to use the code that has been already written to the parent class. Let's see this by an example. Here we have the class shape. The shape has a color and we have a constructor for the class shape that initializes its color and a getter for the color, setter for the color, and a toString. So this class already exists and we already have this code. So we want to extend this class and define a class called circle, and a circle is a shape. So we will make a new class and call it circle, and circle is a shape, so we will extend the class shape by doing the extends keyword. So everything in the class shape now is inherited by the class circle. So no need to write the color attribute again. It already has an attribute. So what other attributes does the circle have? Let's assume that it has a private double radius in addition to the color. And let's create a constructor for the circle. So public circle, and the circle should know its radius, and its color. The first thing in a child class constructor is to call the parent class constructor using the keyword super. So super, and you give it the color to initialize it in the parent class. And then you can initialize the radius here. So you should say this dot radius is equal to the parameter radius. So here we have created a constructor for the circle, and we have used the already existing code at the parent constructor to initialize the color, and the radius, which is the extended part in the child class, is initialized over here. So we can add getters and setters. So we can insert code getters and setters for the radius, and we can add a toString. Insert call toString. Here the toString will only show the radius of the circle, but if you want to make it show the color as well, then you should do the following. You should say string s equals super dot toString, and then you can add s anywhere over here. Let's say plus s. So you will show the radius and you will show the color from the super class. So let's go to the testing class and create a circle. Let's create a circle. Circle C is equal to new circle, and it needs a radius. Let's say that the radius is 5.0 and the color is red. And let's print this circle. System.out the circle is, and then let's add c.toString. And let's run this code and see what will happen. The circle has a radius of 5, and from the shape we got the color equals red. So what if we have another shape? Say that we have also a rectangle. So a rectangle is a shape. So let's create a new class, call it rectangle, and this class also extends the class shape, and in the rectangle we have private double length and private double width, and we also need to write a constructor public rectangle. It takes the length, the width, and the color. So the first statement is the super statement to go to the constructor of the parent class shape and give it the color to initialize, and here we can say that this dot length equals the parameter length, and this dot width, the attribute, is equal to the parameter width. So here we have created the constructor for the class rectangle. Also we can add the getters and setters for the length and the width, and we can add a toString. So let's add a toString. Let's remove this part and this part and do the same, plus super dot toString. So we will add the code that we got from the super toString to the current toString and display the length, the width, and the color. Let's do a small modification here. Let's remove this shape and this one so that it just displays the color, and for the circle the same thing. We will remove this and remove this one. Okay, so we are ready now to create a rectangle. So let's create a rectangle. Rectangle R is equal to new rectangle, and let's give it a length 10, width let's say 6, and a color black. And let's display this rectangle. System.out, the rectangle is, and then plus r dot toString. So let's run this program, and here we have the circle is the radius and the color, while the rectangle has a length, a width, and the color. So there is a common part now between the circle and the rectangle, because both of them extend shape, both of them have a color attributes inside them because they have inherited from the shape. On the next video I will continue by showing you how to group the circle and the rectangle in one array or array list. Until then, thank you for listening.